All right, shalom everyone. Peace for those who love peace and no peace for the wicked, the Lord said. And today we are going to talk about the wicked. I hope you can hear me. Is my voice coming fine? Let me know if you have any issue with my voice and if you, in case you don't hear me very well. I found this news very interesting. And like, I don't know, like always you notice that those who school others about ethic, especially they are socialists, they are not like religious, like, because you have to have a motive for the ethic. So those people, they support LGBTQ, they support transgender, they support, so what the book of ethic they follow in order to say they are ethical. In the last few years, this party, every few days they have a rally to support so-called the Free Palestine. They want to arrest Netanyahu. He's a criminal. They want to arrest soldiers from the IDF. Trump is a horrible person, He have no ethic. He's a bad person. So they spend their time. I mean, those people, they are very beautiful, ethical people. Like the ethic is dripping from them. When you hear them, you will see them. Those people must be very like noble. They are from a far distance higher than us. And then later you find that all of them, they are the most corrupt thieves with no dignity. And if you think about it now, I don't know, like, if you remember, there's a Abdul, his name is Mimi Hijab. Once he made a video claiming that Elon Musk is trying to blackmail him. You remember? And Elon Musk is threatening him. And why? Because he keep posting his page, which is very funny. And then I told you, if you remember, obviously this guy, he made a poo-poo. Something is going to happen. Something is going to happen. He will be exposing something. He have a scandal. And he have to blame somebody. So it looked like it's a lie. They are trying to frame me. And later we found out that it was a woman he sleep with. He used her, he married her secretly, supposedly. He throw her, he dump her, he deny he even touch her. I find that very similarity between them. All of them donate for Palestine, donate for us, and then he go take the money for hotel, sleeping with money around. And you can find people who they claim to be Christian, by the way, the same. Not necessarily only Muslims and the socialists. Without mentioning names, I'm sure you know. So, corrupt people, they always speak out. They are very loud with their ethic. And I find it very interesting that it sounds like they speak too loud to make themselves look better, to take your attention from them. It's like when some Christians, they were making fun of Mimi Hijab because he took a woman to the hotel. One of those Christians, he was cheating on his wife, which means he was doing the same thing with Mimi Hijab, or like Mimi Hijab, and he is exposing, between two brackets, the filthy Mimi Hijab, but he was doing the same thing, right? And he was very loud about it. Almost every day we have a video about how corrupt those Muslims are. And they are stuck with this topic. I mean, like, that's nothing. Every day. But they are no better. Here, we see this government. It's a group. It's a gang. I mean, look at them. Those are ministers. The first one from the top, the right, is a minister. He was the former interior minister. That's why actually he's a former, because he's under investigation. The former finance minister. The former transport minister. And then the brother of the prime minister, and his wife. All of them in one case. So the way I see it, they make too much noise about Palestine, so-called Palestine, which does not exist. Palestinian, who they are not exist. The Israeli army are a bunch of criminals when in fact they are just defending themselves. To take the attention of their garbage and their crimes they do in their own land. And the crowd is like a goat, make tens of thousands go in the street, and they make them see images on TV fabricated by AI for people who they are dying from hunger. But you go to Gaza, you will see people, they are overweight. Go check the videos and, not the AI. Have you ever heard of somebody, he cannot eat, he married second wife and third wife during the wartime? He cannot eat. But he have money to pay, remember the Muslim, they have to pay to the parents to buy the wife. But they have no money to eat. Newspaper in Europe, they were talking about Trump posting this picture about him look like Jesus. How unethical he is. How disgusting he is, like especially in Italy. I mean, if you go type Italian movie, I wish I can see one Italian movie is not about sex. Like just one. Like, can you find one movie is not about mafia and sex? Can you find one? So the guy, he posted AI. Let us say it's a stupid thing, but he became a sinner, blasphemy, disgusting, bad person. He will go to hell. And they have naked beaches. They have the most corrupt media. Their movies is very disgusting. The guy, he posted an image, AI. Obviously somebody made it for him. For sure, I'm not defending him, by the way. This is stupid to post this picture. But just to show you how those people, they are very wicked, and they find something on you. What they found on you? You posted a picture of AI. Or you are making yourself like Jesus. Later, or lately, we found that Tucker Carlson was texting information to Iran, to the Iranian government. And now he is under investigation by the government because they found him, obviously. When you text the government, which is our enemy, I mean, they are not hiding that. And they killed many of our soldiers. And we have already real war with them. What is that? This is obviously treason, spying for them. What he was texting them, he was texting what the price of a bread today? What was the text about? What is the weather today? You know what I mean? Those are the ones who speak about ethic. But we know that a person who betray his country, not only unethical, pigs have more honor than him. Right? Cow dance. She is busy with the crowd about the wife of macaroni. But then this topic became boring, so she need to find something else. Okay, we are done with macaroni. Let us go to Epstein. And let us go to Israel. So always they try to find something, and all of them, they speak about ethic. The whole purpose of this speeches, they are ethical people. But the same woman, her best man is Andrew Tate. He's a pimp. He lure women into sex. He sleep with minors, as he admit in his videos. But this is her best man. Remember, all her speeches about ethic, and she have a big cross behind her. The Pope. The Pope is a very ethical person. But the Pope is ethical only about certain topic. Israel. His ethic only appear to condemn Israel. He never find the Israeli are right in anything. Doesn't matter what you do, because you're always wrong. Hamas is killing them, Hezbollah shooting at them, they are kidnapping them, they are raping their women. No matter, that's it. They are, the Israeli are the criminals. Every day he opened his morning, he talk about Israel. And the previous one was no better. Children, little children, women kidnapped in Nigeria, we pray for them. He condemned nobody. He don't even condemn the Muslim terrorists. And today, as we speak, he is visiting Algeria, a Muslim terrorist country. Algeria, for him, he never speak against Algeria. For zero freedom for a human being. Islamic countries are wonderful. He go to Turkey. He never spoke one word against Erdogan, who wanted to destroy Greece, who took half of Cyprus. Who killed tens of thousands in Armenia in the last war. Erdogan, you see, if they have ethic, well then be ethical with everybody. Doesn't matter who, right? Let us say I get it wrong about Israel. But why I'm not getting it wrong about the Turkish want to kill, they are killing the Kurdish. Okay, why I don't talk about what happening to the Kurdish? Why I don't talk about what's happening to the Christians and the Alawi and etc. in Syria or in Iraq? Why only I can condemn certain names? Trump and Israel. Anyone else, he can do anything he wants. Iran is good. The Iranian, they hang anyone who leave Islam, convert to Christianity. The Pope, he have no problem with it. Right? Same time, the image which Trump he posted, he never said this is I am Jesus. Did he say that? He showed himself. Why nobody saw he is maybe an angel? Why everybody says he is Jesus? He's claiming to be Jesus. What he said is Jesus. We as a Christians, many churches, they have icons for saints. And they have like a circle around their head. But nobody says they are claiming to be divine. Oh, there's a light around him. So all the Christian icons, they have those things for a human being like us. Not to God necessarily. So they were trying to find something to put him down. In the wartime, they betray us. Oil is cut from Europe. They are waiting for us to solve it. Us. In 3 weeks from now, Europe will be out of a fuel for airplanes. 3 weeks only. Unless the Americans give them oil. What if a Trump, he says to you now, you know what? We want to keep the oil in our country because it's a wartime and we need our oil. Go and open Hormuz yourself. They are very ethical. And here, you know, I find it very funny that the brother of, we're going back to the Spanish government, look, the wife and the brother of the prime minister. What is the prime minister in the case? Is it possible that the wife of the prime minister and the brother of the prime minister, this guy in the left corner is his brother, is it possible that both are corrupt, covered by corruption, making millions, and the husband he don't know, and he is not part of that? Is it possible? You know, I believe that all those people, they are going to be exposed. God will expose them. Yesterday, when we went live, somebody who says that Trump was charged with 36 felony. None of them is true. None of them. He never bribed. He never stole. His money is not government money. He paid his mortgage. They cannot find anything about him. The crime he did, he gave higher value for his property to get a loan. And he paid the loan. All of it is gone. That is a crime. But he is not the one who appraised his property. It's not him. Secondly, we found later that the attorney general who was charging him, or prosecutor, with this crime, she herself, she fabricated document to get a loan. She put her father as her husband. She claimed her father as her husband, like Ilhan Omar, she married his brother, her brother, you know. And she put her address to be that house which she bought, so she can get lower tax. That she live here. Like if you live in the house as a homestead, you will get a very good discount for tax. And even the mortgage, the interest will be lower. So Trump, he did not do anything of those. They came with 36 felony. A woman, she claimed that Trump, he touched her one day. The attorney of a Trump, not a Trump, he paid her to drop. Many people do not know that sometimes, even big companies, they prefer to be the one who is making a claim instead of going to the court. Why? Because it's going to cost 20 times more than the claim itself. Even if we are going to lose, to win. So they say, okay, how much you want? Just shut up and go. Regardless if it's true or not. So a woman, 60 years ago, 65 years ago, she claimed that Trump, he tried to do this to her. Do we have evidence? Any woman, she can go and, and then because he paid, the lawyer, he paid her, they made it a crime. To make it simple, anything this man he do, it's a crime. But anything they do is godly. Right? Anything they do themselves is godly. They are waiting for this guy to do anything, to say anything, to attack him. A few weeks ago, this corrupt prime minister, obviously is corrupt, as you see, his family, all of them, they are involved in this corruption. And I'm sure soon he will be exposed to. Remember, the Minister of Justice, etc., this is his government. They will protect him. This is his team, So, with all the protection he have, he could not protect his wife, his brother, and the rest. Those are big names. There's many names. This is just, I think maybe there's like maybe 60, 70 names. Those are the famous ones, like the minister, 3 ministers, the brother, the wife. How long is it going to take before the husband go down too? So, I'm glad that I see good news that those who are opposing the truth, they are going down one after one. You will see soon the Prime Minister of England will go down. And I will tell you why. Forget about corruption. I don't know if it's corrupt or not. When your economy is doing poo-poo, and then you refuse to do anything to lower the price of oil for your country, you will be doomed. It might not appear right away, but give it 2 months from now and let us see how this government is going to survive. If Hormuz did not open soon, by the action of Trump, not them, all those European governments, socialists, they will collapse one after one. In fact, if I am Trump, I will not open it on purpose, because they are the first one to collapse. It's not Trump government will collapse. We have a lot of oil. We do not need their oil. We don't use Hormuz. It doesn't affect us on anything. When people see the price of gas going crazy in Spain, in England, in France, what those people will do? Government will collapse. You see, if you go to Europe, the price of electric bill in Europe is scary. But why it's scary? Because those stupid socialists in Europe, they decide to go green. Okay, we go green. So what we do? Oh, we install a fan. You know, those air, electric generators. Useless. They can make electricity, but it's not enough for anything. They refuse to open a nuclear facility so they can generate cheap electricity. And then, when things go wrong, the only way to back up their self is to burn fuel. And that will take us back to Hormuz. Buying oil, buying gas, buying propane, buying all those things from Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Emirates, etc. Now they are lucky that the winter is over almost. And the weather is getting better. But what they will do when the weather is going to get hotter, what they will do to the transportation, because even the electric grid they have, it have to go by fuel. The green method no, they don't power their train by those air fans, silly ones, who kill birds. Trains, they take a lot of energy. Heat take a lot of energy. Cooking stove, all those things, they need a lot of. I mean, where do you get your power from? So soon you will see the impact of this war on those dummy who refuse to go and open Hormuz. And now they were hoping, by the way, I think they were hoping that this war will stop after a week. They thought it's going to be the same as last time, 12 days, and Hormuz will keep open. But now, because it's getting longer than they thought, now they will start scratching their butt, says, we ignored Trump. We said we will not do anything. We told him this is not our war. Germany told Trump, this is not our war. The UK Prime Minister said to Trump, this is not our war. The French, they said, this is not our war. All of them, they said, it's not our war. When you have no gas and no stove and no cooking and no transportation, let us see if this is going to be your war or not. Yeah, wind turbines, no problem, whatever they call it. I guess people, they understand what I'm saying. What if Trump, he keep Hormuz closed for the coming 2 months? What will happen to those European governments? They will collapse. You have to buy oil from who? There's limited options, either from America. They have some oil that are coming from Algeria, which is across the street, but not enough. Already, the oil of this country is sold. They have a limitation of what they can produce. And like as usual, oil company, they sign contract for the coming year, not, you don't go and buy today. So already what they are going to produce for the coming 3-4 months is already sold. They cannot switch and say, we will buy from this. And this is their limitation, that's it. So they will be in a very deep trouble. They have to kiss the butt of Trump to give us oil. And if Hormuz is not open, that oil will be expensive because you have to go all the way to America, bring the oil to Europe. It's way more expensive than the one coming from the Middle East. and that is due to the short distance. Transportation count. Distance count too. So, you know, it's like when we say God is always in control, I believe in that. Those people are they are falling apart one after one, and they will be exposed. And now, the Arabian countries like Emirat and Bahrain, etc., they signed defense agreement with France, with UK, and other countries. The only one who stood to protect them is America. Like what the French did in this. What they did? Where is the French? They gave them bases. Those, you know, the Arabian countries, they thought by giving bases for those countries, they are going to be protected from Iran. Here we go, Iran attacking them, and nothing happened. The only one they are capable of fighting Iran, obviously, is the American and the Israeli. And if Europeans are capable, still they did not jump, which means they are just fooling them. They did nothing to protect them. It was, you know, enough to know that those European countries, they are, I don't know how many millions, 500 millions? How many millions in Europe? They are terrified of Russia, which is 150 million, and they want America to protect them. Is that correct? 450, 500 million, I don't know how many the number. And many of them, they have nukes, but they are terrified from Russia. They want America to protect them. The stupid American, they spend trillions, not billions, building bases in Europe to defend who? They did not even allow us to use our bases there. They did not allow our ships to load even food, even medicine. The only one who allowed them is the Greek people, Greece. Does this bring Islamic migrant? My friend, Islamic migrant are coming because your economy is supporting them. They will not come if you become poor. And those people, they are giving them asylum because they have money. So it's going to be for your good if the economy go bad, at least in this option. Why they want to go to certain countries? They don't want to go. Why no Islamic refugee want to go to a country like Ukraine? Because in Ukraine they will be homeless. The government hardly they can survive their own citizen. Right? Why they are going to rich countries? When economy go bad, what 200 million? No, there is no way 200 million only. Hold on. What is the population of European Union? 450 and 4 million. Almost 500 million. The euro money is more than our dollar. This is not necessarily good, you see. If you when the currency of a country go up, that will hurt the economy. Many people think that the currency, it should be always like the more high it is, the better. It can be good if you don't care for importing. But if your currency is too high, then nobody can afford to buy your product. That's why even the Federal Reserve, they have a limit. They will downgrade their own currency in order to maintain a certain product to be sold abroad. So it's not going to be efficient if you want to buy, let us say, some crops from USA, if the $1 is 10 euro. All right? So currency level, not necessarily a success of economy. It can be bad if your currency go down, like in a very sharp way. But to support export, it's better to keep your currency in a balance where other countries, especially the big market, which buying from you, they can afford to buy from you. Otherwise, they will switch. All right, to someone is cheaper. Like same as tourism. For me, with limited budget, if you ask me where you like to go, I say I like to go to Japan, but I cannot afford Japan. To sleep in a little tiny room, actually, it's a capsule. It's like a laundry machine. It's going to cost you $80. In a different country, you can rent a room or even apartment for 3 days for $80. So even tourism will be impacted with the currency. Most of Europeans, when they want to go, they go to countries which is cheap and provide them better for the money. So which one you prefer to go to have a vacation? Germany or Thailand? Everybody say with Thailand. Because my money there would do way better. 1 week in Germany is enough to earn a month in Thailand or Vietnam or etc. So currency is not necessarily about something healthy, especially when the central banks, they sponsor this currency, which means it's not a real value. Let us say they pump food to it to keep it in certain balance and certain value. It's not natural. It's like a woman putting too much Botox and silicone to look different. So natural economy appear in how much import and how much export you have. When your export more than your import as value, that means you are doing good. If your export way less than your import, that means you have a horrible situation because you send your money out. And this is why Trump, he don't want the dollar to go up. You know, this is the politics of the Federal Reserve. Otherwise, they can make the dollar go up in 1 day. They can force it to go up in a massive way. But it's not for their benefit. All right? All right. Anyway, I'm glad that they are getting exposed. And in the same time, I noticed lately that there's a shift, you know, in seeing Western countries and how to deal with them. You know, we know that America, by the filthy Clinton, he waged a war against Serbia, which was fighting the Muslim terrorist. I found in the news that Israel and Serbia, now they became very close friends. And they are opening weapon manufacturers together. We know that Serbians are very good in making weapons. In the year 2026, this year, there was an agreement signed between Serbia and Israel in order to make compact drones. That's a very good move. And if you think about it, like you would ask yourself, why Serbia, you know? Why Israel is so good now with Serbia, Israel, Greece, Cyprus? All those are the enemy of Turkey. Correct? Turkey is sponsoring anyone who hates Israel. Israel now is going to have a friendship whoever who hate Turkey. The enemies of Turkey. Are you getting the point? And I believe that this relationship is going to expand to other countries. And I will not be surprised if Israel is going to support the Kurdish in everywhere, every location. We saw how Erdogan, he threatened to invade Israel, just a few days ago. And this is Serbia here. And Turkey have a big existence in Kosovo, which is truly the heart of Serbia, belong to Serbia. Have nothing to do with those Muslims. The first king, actually, of Serbia was born there. Let's see if we can show you the image. This is Serbia here. This is the stolen Kosovo. And Turkey have a dream to take over those countries again, Bulgaria, Romania, etc. And having a drone manufacturer in Serbia have another benefit too. So in case Israel is under attack, their manufacturers in this location will be safe. You know what I mean? It's like, build your manufacturers not in one location only. So if one day Israel is being attacked by multi countries, all their neighbors, so their manufactured buildings is not safe and secure, people cannot go to work, etc., they will not be cut from production. So now Israel is building drones in Cyprus, in Greece, and all of them, they share one thing. Turkey is the enemy. And that for me is very good news, because sharing the technology with the Greece will make Greece very strong country and ready to fight, same as Cyprus and same as Serbia. And I hope soon Israel will be able to extend into Bulgaria and Romania. I think they have some deal with Romania too. And more to come. So for me, all of this is a good news, like the having deal with Serbia, and I hope they will even do some kind of heavy equipment production in those countries, not only drones. Like I know that in Greece, they are not only doing drones, they are doing missiles, like long-range missiles, etc. Very high-tech technology, and even submarines. So Greece is a very important for us, important for me. In fact, and I say to you, even if I am going to be 80 years old one day, if Turkey attack Greece, I will be voluntarily going to fight in Greece, to defend Greece. I will never let that happen over my dead body. So this is good news. The enemies, the wicked, the socialist, they are going to be exposed, one after one. All of them. That is a very good news for me. Any question? Being prime minister accused of corruption? Yeah, but I don't see his name in the news too. I'm sure he is accused. we are talking about his wife, the one who is charged already now. They did not launch any charges against him yet, correct? The charges is against his wife and his brother. The one in the left, David, is his brother. The one in the top left, I don't know how to say the name. Bigona, I'm not sure. Bigona Gomez. She is charged with embezzlement. Yeah. Making a lot of money from bribes, corruptions. It's a gang. It's a gang. It's a Free Palestine gang. Did Iran agree not to have a nuclear weapon? Well, first of all, let us say for the sake of argument, Iran one day would agree. Possible because they are under a lot of pressure. Trump, he closed their ports and their business. And already, according to the Treasury Minister of Iran, in the last 40 days, they lost $280 billion. That is the budget of Iran for the coming 3 years. If they did not eat, if they did not spend money, if they just take the money and save it. They lost it in 38 days. You add to it now what they are going to lose now, because every day they are losing about $450 million. However, if Iran promise not to have a nuclear, only foolish people will believe them. If Iran agree to give their enriched uranium, only foolish people will believe that they will not do again uranium. However, this is what you can do for now. You can, anytime you find that they are doing some games, you can put sanctions on them again and hit them back again. And we hope by the time that happened, the regime will collapse and a new regime will be, implemented. I just saw in the news, look at the filthy Putin. Ukraine asked Israel to detain Russian ship carrying stolen grain that docked in Haifa. So there is a grain ship, I don't know why it docked in Haifa, the city of Haifa. You see, they stole their land and stole their grain and they sell it abroad. I hope they will confiscate that. Let us see. I will not be surprised that the Iranian, they will ask for a second round of negotiation, and this time will be a lot easier because things is not going for their benefit. They thought the Chinese can do something. They thought that the Russian can do something. The same as European, they betray Trump. Those are friends, they turn to be not friends. They are just using them. Yeah, but they cannot supply them with anything. They supply them with what? Whatever they supply them is not working. You need to look at the impact of this fight. 38 days, the country is destroyed. 1 day more, attacking their energy facility, the country is set back for maybe 10 years at least. Not only they have to rebuild it again, it's going to cost a lot of money. Where's the money coming from? So if this war finished without agreement, which means the sanctions will stay, let us say the Iranian, they refuse to do anything. Sanctions, they don't make money. And this time sanctions is about blocking their ships, which means there's no excuse to get money. Like before, Trump, he put sanctions, but they were able to sell an average of $50 million a day, every day. Let me try to remember the number correctly. How much? Yeah, I think, hold on. I think they said they were selling an average. No, I'm wrong. An average of $50 billion a year. So that will be what? So a year, even with the sanctions of Trump, they have 50 billion, you know? That will be like about maybe $4 million a day as an average. This is with the sanctions, all right? But still, they were able to make money to support their salary and army, etc. But now Hormuz is closed. No ships is coming to them. Where the money will come from? Even if they are able to produce oil, but who is going to buy it? And how they can import it? And now they have other problem. All the manufacturer being destroyed is very essential for their growth as a country. There's tens of thousands of, if not hundreds of thousands of people, they are now going to get paid by the government salary for a job they don't have. To make it simple, all those manufacturers owned by government, right? So chemical manufacturers, steel manufacturers, etc. But they are destroyed, they are burned. But employees, they are government employees. You can't say to them, I will let you go. The government, they can do that, by the way, but then the revolution will happen because people don't have salary. You just drop them in the street. So now the government, they have an obligation to pay salary for hundreds of thousands of employees who they are government employees, but they have no job, which means they don't produce anything. So paying salary and making no income. So even if you have like a big bank account, you are going to go bankrupt. Right? Many problems. So even if the war stopped, those people, they're screwed. The war stop or not, that will not fix their issue. In fact, their issues is going to be way bigger after the war is finished. Even if Trump, he left all the sanctions. In fact, I believe Trump, he will have some benefit from lifting the sanctions. He might put conditions in Iran about where to buy, where to sell. You know Trump is a businessman. He never lose. Yeah, any countries, if you have expenses, you don't have income, you will go bankrupt. CPR, other countries supplying Iran with more weapon. They can supply, for sure they are supplying them. The Russian, they supply them from here. I believe China, China and North Korea, they send weapon to Russia. And this is Russian border. See, it's not far from the Iranian. This is Russian territory. All right? So all what they need to do, they fly the weapon to here, and then in the ship, they can take them, they pass Azerbaijan, and they take it to those ports. This is why, if you remember, about maybe 2 weeks ago, the Israeli, fighter jets, they bomb all those ports, especially this one, Bushehr. Why? Because the Russian supplies is coming through those ports. So we do not know if they can function, because remember, it's not enough to have a port. You have to have those, big machines where they can lift things. Like how you can lift a missile which is like 2 tons from a ship, take it pieces. So they have to have those cranks, which is big and massive. And I think this is what they hit. They destroy their ability to ship, to load and unload. And maybe they destroy even the port itself, which means like the what they call it, the platform. So I don't know if this can still be used, or the Israeli did a good job and they destroy it totally. But what we know for sure, that weapon is coming from Russia. They have to pass the shore of Azerbaijan, and they go all the way here, and they dub it. And as you see, Tehran is not far. You see, Tehran is close to the sea here. Not far distance. This is Tehran. It's not far. The distance, I think, let's see, from here to Tehran is 60 miles. It's nothing, 60 miles to the center of Tehran. That's it. Less than an hour drive. This is a straight point for sure. But even if they have weapon, obviously their weapon is not working, you see. Like today, a helicopter, which is sent to them by the Russian, 2 of them, they were flying over Tehran. It's just to show that we still have, because Trump, he says we destroyed their Air Force. So they want to show them, you see, you did not destroy it all. And we remember that they have cities under the ground. So actually, I believe they are stupid. They made a mistake by doing that. Because now, whatever the airplane is coming from, they were hiding them during the war. But don't you think you are stupid to take them from their hidden place, where the satellite, they can find out where they are coming from? So next round, they will hit you and destroy them. And destroy even where you hide it. So the weapon they have is not working. Chinese weapon, Russian weapon is no match. If they work anyway, I mean, until now in Ukraine, they are using MiG. The Ukrainian, they are using MiG airplane, which is from the time of the Soviet Union. So after 4 years of war with Russia, the Ukrainian airplane is still flying. This is telling you how horrible is the Russian Air Force. Right? If they are good, they will not be able to let. I mean, the Ukrainians, they are invading all the way inside Moscow. So they are having their airplanes, their fighter jets, not only the drones, flying. This is telling you how bad is the air defense and the air attack of Russia. Very horrible. After 4 years, those people, they still have their own airplanes flying. 4 years, not 40 days. So Russian weapon proven to be stupid. I did not answer you, Eros. Thank you very much. God bless you, brother. The Ukrainian drones is going and hitting every refinery. If I type right now in YouTube, Ukraine attack refinery, Ukraine attack Russia, Ukraine. It should be the opposite. It should be Ukraine hiding, running for themselves, not attacking. So after 4 years of Ukraine being attacked, still Ukraine is solid, strong. In fact, they are taking back land lately. So whatever the Russian has given Iran is a shish kebab. The same happened with Maduro, right? Maduro, he bought the most advanced defense system, to defend him, at least his palace. Billions of dollars. It took the American 5 minutes to destroy it all. Same as the Chinese. The Chinese weapon, when the one they sold to Pakistan, when the war between last year, when the war between Pakistan, or let us say little war, happened between Pakistan and India, I think 5 out of 12 or 6 out of 12 airplane did not function. So the Pakistani, they bought this weapon. They spent a lot of money. Chinese fighter jet, they look fancy. They look so powerful. But what the benefit if they could not function? So whatever they want to give them, it doesn't work. This is why they want to have nukes, because the only thing can make them, let us say, powerful and scary to their neighbors is nukes. Their nukes will not be scary for us, but their nukes can be something to worry about badly for Israel. Israel is a very small, tiny country. It's not like Iran. Iran is 1 million kilometers, about 1 million square kilometers. So even if you hit Tehran with nuke, and we don't want that to happen, and you killed everybody there, still Iran is massive, it's big. This is a massive country. Israel is small, tiny. So a nuke can be a big disaster. Look how small it is. And the Israeli made a stupid mistake, actually, when they gave the so-called West Bank to so-called Palestine. Look at the West Bank, how big it is. Very stupid, very stupid. I don't know how in the world those leaders, they do such a stupid mistake. Very dummy. Israel is very small. They free land, and then they try to exchange land for peace, which is very stupid. Because you will never have peace. So they took all of Sinai. Look how big Sinai is. You sign an agreement with Egypt. Do you have really peace with Egypt? Go listen to their speeches in the parliament. Every day they threat they want to attack Israel. The only reason they are not attacking Israel is that Israel have nukes and they don't. So if the Israelis are smart, they will keep this land, and they will never give it to the Egyptian, who they are not Egyptian, they are Muslims. This is not their land. Those are Arab who came to this land. They should have kept all this land to be their own, so they can have more security and more space in case of an attack happen. But again, stupid leaders do stupid things, as usual. Now the Israeli, they are, let's say, getting better, getting awake, that we gave them land, we never get security, we never get peace, and we will never have it. Never. They signed peace agreement with the king of Jordan. This wicked man, every speech he cursed Israel, and he claimed that the Israeli should not be exist. At least he make those speeches for his people. So that's what they believe. So sooner or later, those people will attack you. They are just waiting for the day where you are weak and they feel you have weakness. And that day might come, you never know. It might happen that America one day will become an enemy to Israel. If we keep having those socialists coming over, then America will become enemy to Israel. And they will arm Jordan and Egypt and Turkey and Syria to attack Israel. If you think that is impossible, you better think again. During the war in Israel, Joe Biden, he stopped sending any weapon to Israel. Is that correct? But this is the time you need a weapon for. I mean, this is the time you need weapon. When he stopped sending weapon to Israel, what he's trying to accomplish? He's trying to weaken the Israeli. This is now in the time of Joe Biden. But in 10 years from now, you have people who they claim to be conservative under the propaganda of Tucker Carlson and Cow Dance. They are promoting hatred to Israel, that we should not support them. But that will change to let us attack them. From not supporting them, let us attack them. So things can change. And Israel should know better. And this is why having a relationship with Greece and Cyprus and Serbia and many other countries is going to be for their benefit. So in case one day they are under attack, their friendship with those countries, their friendship is going to be strong. Why? Because they share the same enemy. The enemy of Israel is the same enemy for Greece, the same enemy for Serbia, the same enemy for Cyprus. So if one day everybody is sending a rocket at Israel and their manufacturer is not able to make an emission to support the army at wartime, their manufacturers can function not far away. Cyprus, Greece, etc. So they should, think about the future. The future can be bad, can be good. However, always we have to think about the bad before the, why people buy insurance? Let us see how you answer me. Why people buy car insurance, health insurance? Is that because they are thinking positive or negative? Is that positive thinking or negative thinking when you buy insurance? Many people, they spend a lot of money in insurance, but he's healthy. He's very healthy. Okay, why you buy insurance? Somebody have a nice house, he buy insurance, but your house is fine. Because he's thinking about the negative thing. My house might collapse, my health might collapse, so I buy insurance for the bad days. So the Israeli, what is your insurance? Money doesn't work this way. You cannot buy insurance. This is not the same business. You have to invest. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. And this way we guarantee, especially if the enmity is beyond politics. Like these countries, they will never be friend to Turkey. Correct? These countries will never, ever, ever be friend to Turkey. Israel should not invest in Azerbaijan, because Azerbaijan, if a war happened between Turkey and Israel, Azerbaijan will join Turkey. There's no question about it. So it's a bad investment to invest in Azerbaijan. It's a very good investment, strategic one, to invest in Greece and Cyprus and Serbia and any other countries who used to be occupied by Turkey before. U.S., U.S. is through the previous time, they were spending, giving money to Turkey and support. Thank you, Hannah. But that for a reason. You see, during the Soviet Union, the Turkish as a country was supposedly atheist country, anti-Islamic, and it was true. They are anti-Islamic at that time. So the Soviet Union was expanding, and they have borders all the way close to them. Like Romania and those they were not a free country. They were not part of European Union at that time. So Soviet Union was massive in size, and Turkey becomes so important in order to be the let us say a water and land front against the Soviet Union. But then the Soviet Union is gone. And Russia became more close to Europe. European open companies everywhere in Russia. Then this stupid Putin, he attacked Ukraine. And now all Europeans, they are afraid of Russia. That old days is coming back. So temporarily, Russia, I believe this is temporary. Russia is an enemy to Europe. But I believe that Russia tomorrow will not be. When this wicked Putin go, his politics will go with him. And Russia will find themselves have to be close to Europe again. To be a friend and not enemy, including even Ukraine. You will see. Time will come and you will see. Turkey, as any hyena, they always play the game of a friend of everybody. Like now, Turkey is a friend of Putin and they are a friend of Ukraine. So they buy the oil of Putin to support him in the war for cheap price. For sure they support themselves too. Cheap price, huh? And they used to sell drones to Ukraine, but now Ukraine don't need their drones. They are making their own. So in one hand, they send weapons to Ukraine to fight Russia. On the other hand, they buy oil from Russia so Russia can make more weapons and attack Ukraine. So two Christian countries slaughtering each other. Turkey is watching. They are happy. Let them kill each other. American and European, they always needed Turkey because of the strategic location. It's a bridge to the Middle East. The war in Syria happened before because Qatar was planning to run a pipeline through Iraq, through Syria, through Turkey, and then to Europe. Now, for sure, this is a long distance, but they can do it. They have the money. All right? And that will generate a lot of money for Turkey. And they will be in control of anything that's coming to Europe. They found a new way. That plan did not work. So when the stupid Putin did launch the war, Azerbaijan became important because they have a lot of gas. So they run a pipeline. There's a corridor here. Azerbaijan control it, even though it's part of Armenia. But the thieves, they were able to take over it, and they are sending a pipeline through all the way, even trucks, all the way to Turkey. And they are running their gas line all the way to Europe. So Azerbaijan actually now, because of the war with Iran and the war with Russia, became even more important. But all of this will be temporarily. As soon Russia war stop, and as soon Putin will go, he will go. Nobody stay, my friend. Not me, not you. Everybody will die. Putin will go to hell. Then things will start be fixed so fast. Relationship between Russia and Europe will change. Relationship between Russia and USA will change. Relationship between Russia and Iran will change. Iran itself will change. In fact, this war now, what happened, will make a new change in Iran because Iranian, the new generation, the young ones, they notice that this regime and the propaganda of Islam and jihad, etc., brought nothing but garbage. Why we cannot be? You see, a lot of Iranians, they go and they live in Emirat. A lot of them. So they see how much this country is flourishing. Why our country? Why I need to go? Why an Iranian guy need to go and work in Emirat as a waiter? What Emirat have better than what I have? Simply, the money of this country, Iran, is gone for war. All their budget is gone for war. Cities for war under the ground. They want to make rocket. They want to build the nuclear. They want to. Everything is about war. Hundreds of billions of dollars spent in Syria because they want to establish Shia territory in Iraq, in Syria, in Lebanon. Every bullet in Lebanon for Hezbollah is paid by Iran. Every weapon, every rocket, every anything. Hezbollah, all of them, they get paid salary by Iran. Where the money will come from? Somebody have to pay for it. So they don't let the Iranian enjoy the money, but Hezbollah, who they are foreigners in foreign country, are enjoying the money. You know what I mean? So they have to pay money to Hezbollah in Africa, Hezbollah in South America, Hezbollah in Venezuela, Hezbollah in Yemen, Hezbollah in Iraq. But people in Iran, they have no jobs, they have no money, and they are poor. This is exactly what happened with the Soviet Union. Soviet Union collapsed. Why collapsed? They were spending way more money abroad in spreading the communist Soviet Union party. Scholarship to any country in the world. Many in the Middle East, many in Europe, many in Africa, many. Scholarship, food, education, housing, health. Even the ticket to fly to Russia is for free. Just join the Communist Party. And now all those people who went to Russia, at that time Soviet Union, to study for free, and they were claiming to be communist, they don't want to be communist. So they were taking advantage of the stupid system. And you will see the same with Iran. All the money they invested in Hezbollah and other parties is going to be gone with the wind. Soon Hezbollah is going to be stripped from their weapon. They have no choice. Everybody hates them. Even the Shia now, they start hating them. Like, do you know how many people lost their houses now in Lebanon? Shia people, not necessarily others. They can support you when you make a speech. They can, but when you destroy the house of somebody because of your action, and you are not able to fix it, repair it, bring it back, they will spit on you. They will hate you. Let me show you some images. So the Shia, they support Hezbollah. Okay, Allahu Akbar. Ya Ali. Ya Ali. Okay, Ali never show up. This is what show up. Who's going to build this? Do you know how many $100 billion? Lebanon is a very expensive country. This is not very expensive. Who is going to build it? Yeah, Ali. If those people now decide to go back home, where is the home? Even the building which is not collapsed need a lot of money to fix it. So even this is going to be a curse on them. Slowly, slowly, they are noticing that this is garbage. Not only we are not winning, we are doomed. Yeah, Ali. And look, this woman, she is giving victory sign. She have victory sign. And here it says, we will not leave Palestine, which means we will not, stop supporting them. Yeah, right. This is just for the propaganda. I bet you she is not even from there. Look how clean her clothing. Propaganda. Reality, I can show you, like, if not copyright, I can show you thousands and thousands of videos made by Shia cursing Hezbollah. Massive destruction. This is only in south of Beirut. If we go to the south of Lebanon, the story can even get more scary. And you can imagine now how it is in Iran. All right? Thousands and thousands of bombs over their head and their manufacturers. They are lucky they are not destroying buildings. Here, in this case, Hezbollah is hiding between buildings, between housing. You can make speeches, you know. Yeah, this is from Hezbollah. Is giving you a victory sign, but the second the Israeli are in the sky, they are not there. And this is the picture of Nasrallah. What do you want more? That's it. We are victorious. You are delusional. Things in the world will change. And what Trump he did now in the last year actually is going to help for a faster change. The only thing I wish for this year will happen, that the war between Ukraine and Russia will stop. It's sad to see two Christian countries, like I can't even watch really any of those videos. Doesn't matter who is dying, because I know that those two nations are Christian. Like you see a Ukrainian drone chasing Russian soldiers. I support Ukraine, but I don't get happy to see a Christian guy get killed. This war is not for our benefit. Should never happen. And this wicked Putin, I pray that the Lord will take him. Because I don't think anything will stop this war except taking this guy to hell. So I hope the Lord will take him. 4 years and he will not stop. He don't want to stop. And he is the same person who supports Hamas and Hezbollah and Iran and those who hate the Christians. If you notice how socialist and Islamist and Putin, they are in the same place, in one side. Some they might say Sakar Carson is not socialist. He is woke. Those people, they are undercover woke. They support Islam. Like, what is the woke exactly? What is the woke? The woke, they believe in sexuality, all kind of sexuality. Okay, if you don't believe me that those are woke, go check who is their favorite man, a pimp. His name Andrew Tate. This is their best man. Am I lying? Check it out. They agree with him in everything he say. And they don't see any problem of what his business is, what it was and what it is now. They are woke. They are woke and wicked. So the woke is not necessarily someone he vote for Joe Biden. The woke is the one who stand against common sense and betray his own people. A woke is somebody, even if he claimed to be Christian, even if his name is a Christian, even if he wear a cross, even if you have some big cross behind him, like the Pope, he's a woke. There's no question about it. He's not worried about Iran having nuclear bomb. So what? No problem. Stupid, you know. Those woke people are stupid. So they can be Christian, they can be a pope, they can be a bishop, they can be a patriarch, they can be Orthodox, they can be Protestant, but all of them, they share one thing. They have a lack of common sense and intelligence. All right? All of them. Not limited to one group. And then some people, because they are naive, still they believe that people like Tucker Carlson, who keep making boo-boo, you know. I mean, this guy, he's mentally ill. There's no way this guy is not mentally ill. Right? Like you can say his love in the way he love is not right, but that is not enough to prove that he is. But listen to him, you will see he is really mentally ill. And look, if you watch his videos, all of it is about how much he hates Israel. Look at this. This is a channel. Just look how many videos. This guy is not sleeping, guys. Every day he have a video against Israel. There's nobody in the world except Israel for him. Look. Descartes debate, blah, blah, blah. God existent, forget about this one. Journalists from the front lines respond to Israel attempt to assassinate him in camera. He's in the front line. So it's normal to be, you might be hit with something. They want to assassinate. If the Israeli want to assassinate you, you idiot, they will not be alive for a second. So he interviewed anyone. This is 1 day ago. This is today. This is 4 days ago. This guy, he see nothing in his dream except Netanyahu. And look at the images. Look. October 7, foresight Netanyahu funding of Hamas and settler murdering Palestinians. Okay, what about you make a video about Palestinian murdering settlers? Like, does it happen only one way? It happen only one direction. It is settler murdering Palestinians. All his videos, he have an obsession. He have an obsession. Mental. Netanyahu, Trump, all of them is about Israel. Everything he do is about Israel. Trump is no Christian. He is the enemy of Christianity. He made fun in the Easter, and we should not vote for him. So vote for woke. He's woke. You know, he want the woke to win. Because if the Congress and the senators became woke, I mean, if we don't vote for Trump and those who support Trump, who is going to win? The woke. He's woke. He's woke. He's corrupt. He's false man. Netanyahu 6 days ago. Terror attack in Lebanon. But there's no terror attack on Israel. The Hezbollah send rocket to Israel. That's not terror attack. That's normal attack. Israel go after Hezbollah in Lebanon. That's terror attack. No? Wicked. Very wicked. Look, Israel. If I type the word Israel in his channel, how many times the word Israel will appear? It's all over. Israel. Everything he do is about supporting Muslims, hating Israel. Not a single video is not about that. All they lead into one direction. There's nothing in the world except Israel. Hamas is good. All right? Yeah. Leaked police interrogation footage of Netanyahu and how he covers. We will see the leak about you. In fact, you see, I wish one day I can debate this guy to wipe the floor with him. You see, in Israel, it doesn't matter how high you are, you go to court. A previous president, he went to jail. Is that correct? In Israel. So in Israel, when somebody is corrupt, he go to jail. Not like in America. Bill Clinton should be in jail. He lied in the court. He took false oath. He was with, with this Epstein doing crimes. We have evidence. His wife, she deleted all the evidence against her. That alone is a crime. Tampering evidence. That's a second crime. Bribes. In Israel, it doesn't matter who. Netanyahu, if he is corrupt, he will go to jail. That's telling you that Israel is a great country. It doesn't matter how high you go. You will fall down. And I hope your term will come down soon, Dakar. You are a wicked man. Actually, I believe myself that Netanyahu is a corrupt man. I believe in that. But what does this have to do with Israel? A man is corrupt, a man is a corrupt. He will go to jail. Israel themselves, they will expose him before you. Right? How that can make Israel bad? But remember, the whole point of attacking Netanyahu for him is to attack Israel. Look who he invite an idiot, this guy. He know nothing about the Middle East. This idiot, I exposed him before. Are Christians pledge loyalty to Bibi Netanyahu? Look how stupid even the title. We don't have loyalty to Netanyahu. What we have to do with Netanyahu? We as a Christian, we have loyalty to the Bible, and this is the land of Israel. So he changed the title in order for you not to support Israel. He will make it as about Netanyahu, but this is not about Netanyahu. Israel is a country, is 1,000 of years old. Who is Netanyahu for us? Nobody. Everything. Look, I did not even type anything. It's all. Look how many times Netanyahu name appear in Israel. Look at this. He's mentally ill. Everything. Any interview he do is about Israel. Netanyahu. Israel. Netanyahu. Israel. Netanyahu. Christian persecution in Israel. In Israel, I can preach the gospel in the street. You can search right now and go into YouTube. Christian preaching gospel in Jerusalem, in Haifa, in Tel Aviv, everywhere. Can I do that in any Islamic countries? They can't even have a prayer in their church. They will shoot them. So for him, Christians are persecuted in Israel. He's seen no country. Can we teach the Bible in the street in Qatar? Your friends? In Saudi Arabia? This filthy wicked is wicked. He will pay. And I hope he will go to jail soon. For treason. And that will be like a lifetime prison. And I don't know if there is execution for that point. I think there's execution too, as a penalty. Israel decided to strike Iran, and the U.S. felt obligated to help. Israel did not force U.S. to get involved. This is not true. This is not true. Where do you get this information from? You see, in war, there's nothing called felt. Where do you get this from? Like, did Trump call you and told you that this would happen? Trump was negotiating with Iran for the last year. For what reason? He felt obligated to Israel? Huh? What are you talking about? Trump, he told them from the previous time he was a president. He is the one who put sanctions on them. This is not Israel. Trump is the one who stopped Israel war against Iran, not the one who support them. Countries, they don't go to war because they have a friend. This is not a gang. This is not my cousin. They go for war for benefit or to prevent risk. So Iran having nukes is a risk for America, risk for Saudi Arabia, for Emirates, for Bahrain. Israel, they join war with America, even though this is not their interest. Because trust me, going to war side by side with Trump is not fun. Because as you see, Trump, he can stop the war anytime. And then Israel have to follow. If Israel going alone in the war, they do not need to accept ceasefire. They don't have to. But because Trump is involved, Trump, he decide to stop the war. Trump, he can decide to attack again. All right? Do even Israel need Trump to attack Iran? Aren't they the one who attacked Iran last few months ago alone? Didn't they? Was Iran able to accomplish anything when Israel was fighting alone? Or wrong? All right? Because Israel, when they went to war for 12 days, they did not stop. Trump, he forced them to stop. Even he said the F word to Netanyahu. Go check it out. Israel do not need USA to go to war. However, it is better for Israel if they go to war with USA side by side, because that will make the destruction faster for the enemy. Too powerful army. In fact, Israeli army, especially the Air Force, is more advanced, I mean as skills, from USA army. That's why the Israeli, they lost 0 airplane. They lost 0 airplane. Even though the Israeli, they have to fly 1,200 miles at least, backward, forward. All the way from here, going over Syria, because they avoid going Jordan. So they go over Syria, over Iraq, all the way to Iran. Look how far the distance is. And then after the attack, they have to go back all the way to Israel. Americans do not need to do that. They have bases in Saudi Arabia, in Qatar, in Bahrain, and they have many carriers here in the sea. Yet the Israeli lost 0 airplane. Is that correct? In fact, I believe, joining war with Trump is a mistake. What if a Trump now he decide to go with agreement with Iran? Is that going to solve the problem for Israel? Maybe not. then Israel is going to go and attack Iran again. And then the American, they will be upset because now we have agreement, and then he will take the sanctions. If you have an agreement with Iran, he will lift all the sanctions for oil, for whatever business. And that will not be good for Israel. What is the guarantee that Trump, he will make an agreement, benefit Israel as it benefit USA? No guarantee. This guy is a businessman. They might come to an agreement which is not what Israeli want. So Israel do not need USA to attack Iran, and that proven already in the last war. Israeli army is capable. In fact, the last attack in Beirut, anyone remember it, last week? Do you remember the pager? When they did the pager thing? The last week attack was the pager thing too, but different style. People did not notice. They are talking about like 100 target. 100 target in 10 minutes. Do you know how what happened? The stupid Hezbollah, they have a meeting in Zoom. Zoom. Who is in the meeting in Zoom beside Hezbollah? You guess it. Who was attending the meeting in Zoom? At the Mossad. Unbelievable. You know, it's seriously unbelievable. So those stupid, they said to themselves, we make a secure meeting, private meeting in Zoom. And nobody knows anyway we're going to meet there, right? Right? Nobody will know. And as usual, the Mossad was in Zoom. And they got an IP of one of them, not all of them. From his IP, they were able to get all those who attend, where they live, what they do, what floor, what their phone number, who is their wife, who is their kids, what is the size of their shoes. And I mean, it's like a movie. It's a movie. Who is the one behind knowing where is the supreme leader live? Which place? Where? Israel, not America. The CIA is the worst intelligence in the world now. We cannot compare them to the Mossad. Every single potato of them, the Mossad, they have his information. The CIA, in fact, just to show you how stupid the department is, do you remember when the American attacked a school? A school. And yes, in the beginning we thought it's a lie. Propaganda. It turned to be true. Because the stupid CIA, they have a data is 10 years old. That in this location, the secret police of Iran, they have a camp. But this has become a school now. They are outdated. The Israeli. Zoom meeting. When the Iranian, they hire, they created a department to encounter the Mossad spying agents. After a few years of this department functioning, they found that the head of this department is a Mossad agent. Now, for sure, Zoom as a company, they claim that this is false because they will lose business. You know, their stock market, the company will be destroyed. They deny this allegation, but it's true. Anyway, you want to meet me in Zoom tomorrow? uh, anyone want to make a... By the way, if you don't agree with the Christian Prince, give me your pager number. All right? Like in case you don't agree with me, you know? And don't worry, nothing will happen. All right? Yeah. Anyway, I think we had enough for today. And we are glad to see those wicked people. They are going to be doomed one by one. Let us hope that all those socialist government in Europe, they will collapse one after one. And I am really happy to see, I will be happy to see the conservative in Spain getting their country back. This wicked prime minister in Spain, just a few weeks ago, he gave 500,000 illegal migrants. Most of them, they are Abdul. Men, there's no men, women. He gave them papers. Imagine 500,000, not 50,000, but 500,000 in one day. I hope he will collapse soon. A conservative government will take over and they will take the papers from those people and kick them out. Somebody have to step and save Europe. Somebody. And I hope soon we will have a better government in Europe, one after one. All right? So I want to say thank you for being here. And don't forget to send your condolence to the wife of the Prime Minister of Spain and ask her, can we have interview with you next time you make a rally for Free Palestine? She make money from the ticket, I heard. I don't know if it's true. Rally for Free Palestine. Who want to buy a ticket? I never thought about it, by the way, that I can make a lot of money from rally from Free Palestine. You pay for the same as those fabricated debate they do between Christians and Muslims. You know, like buy your ticket. David Wood versus whoever, you know. Don't forget to buy your ticket. The link is there. The link is here. Like what why you want to buy a ticket? Yeah, you have to buy a ticket. You know, you cannot watch it for free. So they make a Free Palestine. They reserve, it's a business, big business. Imagine how much money they make. It's not for free. It's not for free. Buy a ticket. Sneeko. I mean, this is Sneeko. Is just a stupid idiot, you know. This is the donkey. This guy, if he have a brain, he will not be. He will not even call himself Sneeko. Right? It's not worth. You know. Sometimes we mention their names just for fun. Is otherwise they are not worth it. Are they? While the Mossad sending them pagers and make them buy. I mean, how in the world the Mossad was able to convince Hezbollah to buy pager from Israel? Imagine this. They fabricated a company. I think in Taiwan, right? I think in Taiwan. They fabricated a company for electronic. They are spying at Hezbollah. Hezbollah looking for pager. Because pager, brother, nobody can track it, brother. No, nobody can track it. Not like cell phone, right? So imagine how stupid those Hezbollah. They bought their pager from Israel. And inside the pager, there's a nice gift. Yeah, they fabricated a company in Taiwan. Yeah. There's a guy, his name is a Christian Prince. He keeps saying stupidity is amazing. Do you think he's right? I mean, how in the world is stupidity is amazing? It cannot be amazing. Stupidity cannot be amazing. It is amazing. It would amaze you, you know. Not only this, and they bought walkie-talkie, you know, those, like, to talk, like a few kilometers away. Even those, they bought them from Israel. They fabricated a company. They are reading everything they have, their text, their phone, their words. So they bought those. So after the pager, they have a funeral. For sure, we have a funeral. And they are using those walkie-talkie. Assalamu alaikum, Ali. Ya Ali. Password. What is the password? We don't want the Israeli to know. Okay? The password, Ya Ali, 7 times. Ya Ali, Ya Ali, Ya Ali. And boom. The thing, and not only that, the walkie-talkie start ringing for every one of them in the same time. They have the frequency, and they were able to send them contact request in the same time. So every Abdul from Hezbollah, he hold the walkie-talkie next to his face, like this as usual, like you put it in the front of your mouth, right? Hello? Hello? It's you? It's me you're looking for? Hello? Boom. And this is the same what happened last 10 days ago. They attended Zoom because that's nobody will know. Zoom, you know. Zoom is not a Jewish company, brother. I don't know who's the owner of Zoom. I will not be surprised if it's a Jew. Hey Google, who is the owner of Zoom company? It's thinking.
Video Communications is a publicly traded company listed on the Nasdaq ZM. While it is owned by many individual and institutional shareholders, the primary figures and owners include Eric Yuan, the founder and CEO. He remains the largest individual shareholder and maintains significant voting power through Class B stock. Institutional investors, major firms like the Vanguard.
What is the religion of the major owner?
Yuan, the founder and CEO of Zoom, is Buddhist.
Oh, he's Buddhist. Okay. Yeah, the name sounds like a Chinese or something. Because I was suspecting it's a Jew. Don't tell this information to Sakar Carson. He will go and make a video about it and he will claim this guy is a Jew. All right? Oh boy. Anyway, I will meet with you in Zoom soon, you guys. So just meet me there. Thank you all for being here. And thank you for all those who supported us. And I will see you again. God bless you. Leave your comment and pray for me. Not for me, sorry. I don't like people to pray for me. I never ask for things for my own. Pray that those woke government will collapse one after one so we can save Europe, we can save European, we can save the Christians from those wicked government all over Europe. Thank you. God bless you. And as always we say, God is good. So is Jesus. And we are the crusade.